How people doing, man? Nobody ain't here, man.
This case uncovers what might just be the most prolific serial killer in the history of Thailand. And what's even more disturbing is how the elaborate schemes allowed this serial killer to continue to prey on the grieving families of their victims. She planned and executed a series of murders over more than 8 years by poisoning her victims. She manipulated the circumstances to make their deaths look like natural heart failures,
That's
ensuring that their
crazy.
families wouldn't suspect foul play. Her motive centered
What the
around financial
fuck?
gain, either inheriting her victims' properties or profiting off their debts. Doing this all under the pretense of offering to help them settle their debts or pursue lucrative financial opportunities that she would bring forward to them.
That's crazy. You think that shit is about money, but it is about killing.
We begin with around
She's
10
doing
or
it to-
11 in the morning. A
Why?
woman was walking down to the riverbank to release some fish, a popular practice known as ploi pla. It is believed to bring merit and good karma. But then, suddenly, she fainted and collapsed to the ground. Bystanders quickly gathered to help, finding the woman unconscious. Emergency services were called immediately. By the time the paramedics arrived and attempted CPR to revive her, the woman had already passed away. The medical team suspected cardiac and pulmonary failure, likely an accident, as the cause of death.
Damn.
The woman was
okay.
identified as Miss Siripon Kawang, known as Koi. She was a 32-year-old successful businesswoman.
Alright, shit. My bad, guys. Hold on a second. Oh, shit, damn boy. Oh, my God. Hold on a second. My bad. We're early today. That's right. That's right. We're watching random shit. What's up, bro? What's up? How you doing, man? How you doing? We're doing random shit. How your weekend been? Saturday? Saturday, chat. It's late for y'all, though. I know it's like fucking, what is it, like 2 or 3 a.m. for y'all, chat? Jesus Christ. Damn, boy, you late. I mean, it's early for me, but late for you. Know what I'm saying? We just started, man. We just got started. So, if you got any good shit for me, feel free to pop that into chat. We'll take a look. We'll have some fun. But yeah, we're just watching random shit right now, dude. Hope you're having a good weekend, though. Some crazy shit. I've been playing this game called Path of Titans. Oh my fucking god, it's so fun. I've been playing with some EU people, a bunch of people from like the from England, some shit. I don't know, EU, parts of EU, New Zealand, whatever. And they all went to bed. We were playing this game earlier. Shit is just so fucking fun. Being a dinosaur. I've been playing the new mode in Fortnite is low-key kind of fire. Yo, for real, dude. Man, I'm glad you're enjoying it. You know, it's about what you like to play. I haven't played battle royale games for a fucking while, man. It's been a while, you know. But man, oh man, I've been playing some like very very small community games. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but some crazy shit. I've been playing this game called Wowgate. You know, you're there when I first streamed it. I don't stream it anymore though, but. You know, a serial killer burns his 9th victim alive? No fucking way. I got something. Oh shit, let's go. Let's go. Dude, I'm looking for good shit to watch, man. What do we got? 100 of America's deadliest hitman. Well, dudes, it's purely business. You know what I'm saying? Tourist death trap. What the fuck is this? That's some crazy shit. There can't be real.
This has been all over the news, so a lot of you have probably already heard about this, but just in case you haven't, don't worry.
Nah, this shit can't be real. I've been watching this more than UFC. Yo, let me take a look. Yo, bare knuckle fights? That's some crazy shit, man. Yo, let me take a look at this. I want to see what the fuck this is. 2-minute video. Hold on.
Hey, there were
Real quick.
hundreds of you guys tagging me in this video that was posted to TikTok. It shows the silhouette of a bear just sitting on a sidewalk. We then see a bunch of authorities standing around inspecting it, taking images of it, and that's for a very good reason. The bear appeared to be covered in human skin. This whole entire thing happened just yesterday in San Bernardino County.
What the fuck going on?
Ironically enough, Bear Valley Road, police got a call from a convenience store that human remains were found just outside. When authorities arrived on scene, this is what they were greeted with. Instead of this bear having soft, normal, plushy fur, it had human, leathery-like skin, and everything appeared to be pretty anatomically correct and stitched together.
No fucking way. That is disgusting.
And while there is not an official statement out, at least at the time I'm filming this, it would appear as though this video is not as morbid as you might think. An Etsy seller by the name of Darkseed Creations has recently come forward stating the bear seen on this sidewalk is more than likely their creation. Of course, they did not place that bear there, but they said...
Damn, why would anybody buy shit like this, bro? What the fuck going on, man?
They recently mailed one of their products out to a person that lived in this area, and now the general consensus around this is that this was likely a prank. This Etsy seller sells a variety of different macabre products that are made out of faux or fake human skin. I suppose there is a chance that this is real, but at this point, it's not looking like that is the case. As always, let me know.
That's crazy, man. Why do people make shit like that and put that in their house, man? I want to see this. What the fuck is this? Bare knuckle fights. You crazy, man. Most brutal knockouts and knockdowns in Russian bare knuckle boxing. Top dog championship. Oh, oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Bro got cooked. Oh. What the fuck, dude? It looks like Street Fighter type shit. What the hell? These fucking warriors, bro. What in the hell? Those fights and KOs are insane, but you telling me, dude? Look at these people can't even get up. Oh, he's being a nice guy. He's trying to help him up. Sportsmanship. Dude can't handle it though. He's not handling it. He don't know what's going on. This guy thinks he killed him. Oh, that left. That was a clean left. He out cold. Look at him. That's crazy. Oh, he looking for his mommy. Mom? Mom, breakfast ready? What the fuck going on? This guy thinking about what he has done. But it was GG. It was GG. Damn, that shit personal, huh? Wow, trading blows. Holy shit, let's go, bitch. Whoa, that guy, oh my god, that guy's dazed. Oh, he out, oh shit. Oh my god. These refs look like straight killers as well. Yo, for real, dude. I mean, I feel like a lot of refs are usually like retired fighters, right? Or they definitely train. They wouldn't know how to call shots or like call foul or whatever, or call the split if they didn't train for shit like this. So they probably know how to fight too, you know. Damn, no, he's cooked. That's insane, dude. That's insane. Literally physically incapacitated. Oh. I'm good. Oh. Yo, what the fuck, dude? Oh! Oh my god. Dude's crawling. He ain't done yet. He ain't done yet. Dude's crawling, bro. What the fuck's on his back? What the fuck is that white stuff on his back? Oh, he got his head. Oh my god. It's not the end until one of them is down. Holy shit. This motherfucker cooking each other, dude. Oh my god. What the fuck happened to him? What happened if it punches that spot again? Is he gonna pop? Oh my god. Damn, this guy's good. He might be a little smaller, but definitely fucking cooks. Oh damn. Damn, that we ain't done yet. He's not done yet. He's not. For me, it's better than UFC because there's no ground game, so it's more entertaining and the KOs are clean. Yeah, that's kind of interesting. It doesn't seem like they can do grapple moves or anything like that. Yeah, it's all like straight knuckle. Damn, that guy took it right in the eye, huh? What the fuck? They have woman fights as well? They get brutal? Oh, you telling me, dude. Just because they're woman doesn't mean they don't fucking rip their hearts out. Man, that shit is crazy. Oh, yeah, he's done. He's out. Oh my god. I guess human does have a health bar, chat. That's crazy. What the fuck? He got cooked, man. Look at him. He's still on the floor. Did he like accidentally knocked his dick out type shit? Like, why is he holding his crouch? Something's going on. Oh! Oh yeah! Oh! Nut shot! Oh my god! Is that fair? Is that legal? Chat, what the fuck? Oh my god! Imagine coming across a bunch of these dudes in a Ukrainian war zone. I would just quit, yo, for real. These people are fucking scary, man. Whoa! Oh! Yo, he fucked him up! Oh, he's sleeping. He's taking a nap. He's taking a fucking nap. Yeah, it's a midday nap, chat. Damn, dude's out. Dude's like, oh, what the fuck going on? Who is you? You my mom? Oh, he can't see. He can't see. He thought the rev was the guy, dude. Holy shit. Oh my god. That was insane. He couldn't see. He was dazed. He was blinded. GG. Oh! That right. That's crazy. That's crazy. That is insane. That one's insane. Didn't think that shit would happen in real life. What happened? Fucking hell, dude. Russians are a different breed, huh? Yeah, he got them in the right, and he got another right over there. Or man, there's fucking left. But yeah, he was cooked. He was mid swung, and he collapsed, and he fucking hit his head. Oh my god, this guy, I feel so fucking bad. That strike is clean as fuck. Yeah, he was mid-swinging, dude. Look at him. His love never got out. The head first dive is crazy. Dude, he's kind of cooked, dude. But he tried. He tried. He got flat. He got flattened out, bro. He actually went out swinging. He did. His punch was 50%, and it went 70 before he collapsed, and it never got out entirely. That is some crazy ass shit. That is some crazy shit, man. Insane. Can't believe it. All right, what do we have here? What else do we have? 4 missing persons found alive on video. Ooh.
It's the morning of August 20th, 2024, and at HMP Fossway, the world's most high-tech prison, located in Leicester, England.
Anything else that we can watch, chat? Just random stuff.
Thierry Robinson has just exited his cell after being let out for the day. He's captured.
Do you want clips or both? Either one's fine for me, chat. Either one's fine for me. So show me anything. Show me anything, chat. Show me what you got.
CCTV with a huge grin on his face, heading over to his neighbor, 18-year-old Ashiri Smith. After waiting for him momentarily, the pair walk down the block and head over to the other side to a cell belonging to convicted paedophile Mahir Mohammed. When they re-emerge, there's no sign of Mahir. Now, one might take a look at this and think there's nothing wrong. However, ladies and gentlemen, something serious just went down in
Hold
Mahir's
on.
cell.
Let me listen to
Hadn't
this
guessed
story
it by
real quick.
now, Thierry Robinson and Ashiri Smith had just murdered a paedophile. If you're wondering why HMP Fossway looks more like a hotel than a prison, well, that's because it's classified as Cat C. Prisons in the United Kingdom are ranked in categories A.
Interesting stuff. Let me see. That's insane. Eastern Front? What are these people doing here? Business?
4 years ago, I visited the Ukrainian city of Kharkiv and the infamous dodgy hood here. Well, I'm back in the city at a time when that hood has obviously gotten a lot more dodgy. Join me as together we make our long-awaited return to the infamous Khatazeh.
Damn.
Well,
Propaganda during wartime, chat.
Some signs welcoming us to the city of bravery is stronger than bombs. Be brave like Ukraine.
That's how to get you. That's how to get you.
Station Kharkiv station is, and it's still standing after 3 years of war here in this city.
Damn, that's crazy. Good for them, huh? Keeping it safe, keeping it nice and quiet. keeping it
Well,
functional.
here we are, back in the city of Kharkiv after our absence. And actually we've come at a bit of a, well, not the best time, because this city, so close as it is to the Russian border and to the front lines, has been heavily bombarded recently by the Russians. So we have to be a little bit careful, but to look for a taxi. We've ordered a Bolt.
Так, я иду.
Молодой человек.
Так, мама! Так, я иду.
I ain't got time for you, man.
What?
I thought you were my Bolt driver. Johnny,
Wait, what are you doing here?
I've come to go back to Khatazeh. But first,
Would a Saltman Proton VPN sponsor for the Japan stream or vid if you do it? Yo, for real,
taxi
dude.
to the centre.
We do. I'm just asking people if you use Proton VPN. Proton
You
VPN.
don't need no damn taxi. The metro's right here. Come with me. I'll take you.
Johnny FD, after all these years, still here in Kharkiv.
Straight out of Kharkiv.
It's free.
I.
Why is it free?
Kharkiv is a hero city because it was occupied. So the mayor said, you know what? Metro's free for all residents who are heroes and stayed. To the end of the war.
There you go. Free metros for all the citizens for being part of a hero Mr. Geroyev.
Because they're willing to stay in the city that's in the front line.
I think we're going to see in the centre some of the damage. Oh, Babushka down. Babushka down. Hope she's okay. Hotel check.
One stop away, said optic close.
There's still a lot of people that lives here. That's kind of interesting.
Wow. Well, that's one question that I had in my mind answered. How will people, or can I still use Russian here in Kharkiv? Probably I'm okay.
You look like you're James Bond.
Oh, thank you. I'll take that. I look like James Bond. I'll take that. He said I'm not dressed for Khatazeh. And so, for that reason, we've got to go to the market. Because he's...
I'm so excited. I want to see what the hell is going on, man. Come on, show me. The market seems vibrant. People selling shit. Food, good food. Socks. Adidas. Puma, huh? Jordans, right there. Jordans. You think this shit is real? Nah, it's a different brand. It's a different brand that has a different brand's logo on it. That's insane, bro.
Хорошо. Ваше лучше, чем мой, наверное. Спасибо. Мне маленький англичанин. Армянский? Armenian, I know someone. Oh, Barepsis. Да? Куда? Ереван или как? Здесь уже давно, да?
Friendly. Like video as well, cause he speak with the locals in their language. Yeah, I'm surprised, dude. He knows like, is this Russian? I mean, I can't tell, but he seems like fluent in it too, like very fluent. I can
met
tell.
some friendly people, but I need a little bag, a little Adidas bag. Oh, I might go for Louis Vuitton. Is that real? Что вы думаете, Настасья?
Of course not. Get the fuck out of here.
Я ищу маленький Adidas для мужчины, типа. Ну вот. Ага. Да.
Oh, there you go. $6.
I don't bargain in the city of heroes.
No way. That shit is actually Adidas. Well, actually, Adidas shit is pretty cheap. Yeah, he's Russian. He has a lot of videos there. That makes sense. Probably just learn his way through it, you know. Dude, I don't know why I'm so fucking high and tired today, chat. Dude, I'm kind of cooked. He's trying to buy a hat.
This or that. Stop hassling the locals. On to Adidas человек. We, I think, that was a real comic. Smart. We are the best customers ever to come to this market.
Because we're the only ones who never negotiated.
Yeah, we just pay what they want. We're like, what, $250? Yeah, sure, we'll pay for that. So, anyway, we got...
Nah, they would probably be okay. Probably okay with not negotiating.
Signs going off across the city, so everyone's heading down to the metro.
I don't know what I'm talking about, Chad. I'm so fucking high right now. I don't know
This
why.
isn't a city or a time
Hold on.
to be ignoring the sirens.
I do have to go outside in a little bit. Hold on a second. Let me just fucking... Yeah, okay. I think we're good for now. All right, let's keep watching.
Air defense.
Air
Kyiv is
defense.
quite far from the front line, but we are literally within a 30-minute drive. So imagine how fast a missile or drone can arrive.
Yes, that's right. Kharkiv is, as you said, a 30-minute drive from the border with Russia. So obviously, when a rocket gets fired from Russia, it's in Kharkiv in a matter of minutes, less than. So you don't get much warning, which is why people in this town don't mess around when the siren goes off. They go down to the shelter. Let's go down there and see how people are waiting. Yeah, so if you look on the map here on Johnny's phone, Kharkiv is
Right on the...
where is it? There it is. Look, there's explosions in the city, in fact. Bloody hell, is that Kharkiv? It is. Look, there are explosions taking place
God
right
fucking
now in
damn.
Kharkiv, which is why people have come down to the shelter to avoid, well, obviously what's happening above ground. We've only just arrived in the city, and already there's major signs of the conflict being hot here in this part of Ukraine.
That's insane.
It's scary, man. Look at that. You never
I can't
watched
believe the
that.
war lasted that long. I don't think anybody
Well, we're
expected the
heading to
war to
our
last that long.
Airbnb,
Ukraine is such a small country,
Babruk, to the sound
you
of
know,
the
and
siren
Russia is such a
once
big
again.
fucking place,
How many is this
man.
now?
Such a huge fucking superpower.
Third siren alarm we've heard in the space of, well, the half an hour since we arrived here.
Oh, I think it stopped.
Finally, we're safe to continue here in ancient Kharkiv. Well, as we're walking to our Airbnb, you can just see the windows on many of the buildings here in the centre are completely blown out and replaced. See up there, up there, up there, up there. Over there, look.
Fire damage.
This is right in the very centre. Rimska ulica, right in the very centre of the city. And here, yeah, everywhere you look, there are just windows boarded up from, I suppose, blasts that took place.
I guess wood are stronger than glass. They don't shatter and kill you in the meantime.
Look at it.
There's still a lot of people.
Взрыв, bila здесь? Да. Блин. You can see where there was an explosion up the wall. And all up in that one there, and all up here that they're repairing the holes.
And the walls are cooked.
And so the explosions are
God
taking
damn.
place in non-military places here in the very center.
Imagine just taking a shit in the shower and the air raid siren goes off. Yo. Or, yeah, exactly. Shower, taking a shit. Oh my fucking
So
god,
here,
dude.
You can see the holes, the concrete.
I would fucking hate it. I'd probably be wearing my shoes to bed or some shit.
All
Just so
up
I can
walls.
run.
Where
It's insane.
obviously some kind of rockets
man.
landed and exploded. Even here in the very center of the city, where there's just people living. Hey, my friend.
Be more friendly.
Когда-то было.
Да, потому что я вижу здесь на стене, да?
Ну было.
Это уже давно?
Давно.
Понятно.
В 22 году.
Да, понял, когда начинали, да?
Да.
Понятно, понятно. А сейчас спокойно.
Ну, слава богу.
Слава Богу, слава Богу. Yeah. Now it's peaceful, he says, but
I mean, right, like, I think he means...
So,
literally this
I guess it's not as bad anymore.
it's definitely not peaceful.
But what is causing that,
Even the air
though? I'm
alarms
so
are going off, and there was
confused.
a big explosion yesterday. So, yeah. Slava Bogu this minute. Wow, look, everywhere you look, windows blown out, smashed. Everywhere you look in this city. Damn.
A war-torn country,
Still, the
Chad.
people didn't leave. They're still here.
Yeah, it's their home.
Hero
It's
City,
hard.
Kharkiv.
How do you leave your home, Chad? Like, how do you do that?
Well, we've reached the very centre of the city. The old Soviet, I suppose, government building here that was hit earlier in the war, look.
Damn, it's all boarded up. It looks abandoned, too. Is it actually
Unlike the
abandoned?
other places we came on our previous trip to Ukraine a couple months ago, in Kharkiv, you really see the damage everywhere. Look at this.
Damn, look at those propaganda. Join the front line, bro.
Well,
Be a
we
hero.
arrived at the
Don't be a
building
pussy.
where the Airbnb is I rented, but check it out. Look.
I want to see what it's
Windows
like.
blown out, plastic up there. They've got a metal
I'm sure the
plastic
even the
outside,
landlord
so that you can see it
themselves,
up.
even the landlord who's renting this place out on Airbnb is surprised that somebody's actually coming over
Yeah.
to check this place out.
Right, that's to stop the drone.
Bro, what the fuck you doing, bro?
Yeah, mate. What do you reckon to the old apartment building we're gonna stay in?
I hope you have windows.
The windows. Looks pretty dark to me.
We'll be okay. Oh, 5th floor, no lift. Lift doesn't work because of the war. Oh my god.
Well, they probably need it. They probably fucking need it.
Having a laugh. Oh, and it's right at the very
Bro, it's 5 flights of stairs, bro. Come on, man.
There we go.
Ooh, it's nice. It's got
Have a
windows.
look at the balcony.
Balcony. What?
Look at this.
Okay, yo, this place is fucking nice. What the hell?
Waving to my citizens.
Yo, the place is nice, chat. What the hell?
In beautiful Kharkiv. Oh. To any aspiring YouTubers, let me give you a bit of advice. If the weather's good, just go and film immediately, wherever you're going to film. Don't wait like we did, have a little chill out, watch some TV and say we'll film later, because this can happen. Look at the skies. Grim.
What are you craving?
Look how beautiful this park is here in Kharkiv. Look at it. Flowers, nice beds, trees, a squatting Gopnik. Look at it. If this park was in flipping London, a country that's not at war, kind of is, it'd be full of tents, full of illegal migrants shitting in our parks. Or is in San Francisco,
He's not.
where Johnny's from. Be full of
Oh, Johnny's from the same city as I am. Holy shit.
in Kharkiv, look.
This place is kind of cool, huh? That's a
How
fucking
can a country
shithole.
at war have better infrastructure than the UK? That's mental. Literally being bombed every day, but their parks are nicer and safer and cleaner than anything we got in the UK. How does that make sense to me? I don't understand it. Come on, Johnny, we got to go to Khatazir. I know you're scared. Ready? Come on then, let's go.
That's the thing about like Western societies, man. When we always say like if you have mercy on your enemy, that's the greatest, that's the worst thing you can do to yourself, right? But then like we're starting to live in a society where like we're believing in less punishment and like talking for the criminal rather than punishing them. Like what the fuck's going on, dude? You know, at the end of the day, it's the fact that criminal activity is being rewarded rather than punished in our countries that made the difference. I'm high as fuck, chat. That is not good.
Let's toughen up a little bit now, right? You know why I brought you to look after me, so I don't want you taking this as a jolly little trip. This is, I know you do your BJJ and all that stuff. Just get ready because this could be rough. Yeah, готов. On готова.
The place is pretty beautiful though.
So they built Khatazir, it's so dodgy.
Had to make some pizza, yo. I need some fucking pizza too, man. What the hell?
Industrialma. Stop, not very romantic. If Khatazir is bad, think how bloody bad industrial. That's the name of that stop, not very romantic. Industrial. There you go. Industrialma. Тракторный завод. Khatazir. Вы куда едете? Тракторный завод? Да. Хорошо. Индустриально? Как там? Нормально? Красивое место? Она сказала, что нет. Она сказала, нет, хорошо. Почему?
That's insane, man. People don't go there, bro.
О, это так, настоящий советский метро. Это не бейсер. Знаете почему? Потому что вы живете в индустриально. И там люди сильные, я думаю. Удачи вам, спасибо. До свидания.
You should go with her. The fuck? She came back.
I brought you here, babe.
Yeah.
You're safe. I'm gonna take this tram back to the center.
Come on, let's go deeper into Khatazir. We've made it back after all these years. 4 years later.
Damn, kind of empty. Shops are closed. Nobody's here.
Oh, I'm getting memories, flashbacks. Remember this? The old engine cogs from the representing the Khatazir factory, the tractor factory. But things are a little bit different.
Probably
For a start,
building
where's
jeeps
my
now,
plastic
huh?
bag? Where's Megabank? What's this? Oh, some kiddie pictures of happier days in Khatazir.
I think.
Back when things were happy and peaceful.
I think the reason
In Hatesre. I don't know what the fuck that is. Hatesre.
Oh, yeah.
Cool place though.
You're right. In fact, it says here.
Isn't that Kharkiv?
Shkola. So probably when there's like bombings up above, the kids came down here and had their classes here. So it says Shkola, I don't know, it's Ukrainian. Привет, брат, как дела? Нормально, молодец. Ой. Звідки? Еще раз. Звідки? Звідки ти? Типа журналист? YouTube. Right, хапазе, ситуация. Да, ничего плохого, честно говоря. Съемка. Johnny.
Damn.
To look after
Can't be here. Can't film shit.
I wanted, and I had to talk myself out of getting arrested. On my first minute in Khatazeh, I got a lecture off a policeman.
I was actually, well, when we were walking up the...
They're scared of these espionage bullshit.
felt me touching her hand.
Yeah.
And that was me, like, saying, put the camera away.
I thought you just wanted to hold my hand. You were scared.
I never... Definitely not.
Anyway, we survived without the footage being deleted. And here we are back in beautiful, beautiful Khatazeh. Come on, Johnny, let's look at some old, I don't know if I'm allowed to say the word Soviet stuff, but look at this. You can imagine this would have been the wall of hotties before. Oh, definitely the wall of hotties. Because just down there, beyond those bushes, full of needles and is the tractor Zavod. We can't film it because it's probably a military object right now during the war, so we're not going to film the tractor Zavod. But here is the old...
I want to see
well,
some
the
crazy
Soviet
shit though.
times. They would have had here information, wall of hotties, hammer and sickle, but now replaced...
Chat, I might need some
Ukrainian-
action. This is
Yeah.
getting a little boring, chat. I'm fucking dying out here. Oh my god. Do we have actions? Something that scares me, something that gets me going, like what the fuck going on? Oh my god. I want a bomb to drop next to him so that I can have, there's some contents going.
Zoop?
Help me out here.
Zazoop? Trezub?
Maybe I'm just high as fuck,
Every day
chat.
the factory workers would have come down here, so there would have been information here, and walls of just nothing but hotties. The hotties of Khatazeh all would have had a picture. What?
Found a snail.
Oh, snail.
Is
Why
that
you gotta do that?
You want to stick to this?
Johnny's found a snail. And so in here would have been information saying to the workers, we need to fulfill the 5-year plan. Oh, wow, this is it. And over there, another one, look, another one of those signs with the original Khatazeh tractor factory symbol up there. Wow.
They're saying this place is bad.
Forgot
It doesn't
next
look
one.
that bad.
Johnny, back in Khatazeh, mate.
Oh, mate, stop picking those up.
Why?
What do you think they use that for? Nine!
Well, just to prove that we are actually in
That's
Khatazeh,
really
we're
funny.
making it by going some mild region that's not dangerous at all. Here is the sign that we saw before. Khatazeh. Officially in the dodgiest region in Kharkiv.
Well, I mean, you gotta label this
is
somehow.
Khatazeh Library, where if you remember, myself and Johnny came before. Is that, oh, what's that say? Oh, next door. Next door, up here, is the Khatazeh Library. Let's have a look in. See how it survived.
I don't get it. What city is it? What's the place called? Hatase? That's not English though. The place is called Kharkiv, not Kataste. But I guess that's how you pronounce it in Russian.
Hopefully survived well.
I think that should be better. We're almost done. We'll finish this
We
up.
were very nice
We'll see what we got. Hopefully they don't get hepatitis during the trip with the fucking needle throwing and shit.
No idea what that says. Hopefully it doesn't say forbidden.
Or AIDS. Or HIV or none of that shit.
So the ladies of the library have given us permission to come back in here after all these years.
I only read the
to show
title and
how
it sounds like some good shit while being
is today.
high.
Time
Yeah,
of
it does look interesting
Khatazeh,
though.
Ukraine's toughest library is still going. Thank God, thank God. Oh, wait there.
I'm not. It's okay, why do I want to look at Harry Potter?
Tanya Grotter. Tanya Grotter.
Roll one up for the next video. Yo, I might need to do that, bro. I need to see what it is though. We'll take a look.
Flipping J.K. Rowling. Here they read Tanya Grotter. And I remember this wonderful piece.
It's gonna be J.K. Rowling. Oh my god.
No, еще осталось все хорошо. Они не разбомбили, ничего плохого не было пока. Слава Богу. О, да, конечно, слава Богу. Слава Богу. Как была жизнь здесь, в Хатазе, в Чечне? Тяжело, да? Да, да. Да, много раз, да, наверное, да? Ну, рад, что все
Getting by, getting by. It's perfect stoner vid in my opinion. Yo, let's do it. Let's do it. I want to take a look at what it is.
Добро бачили, да, добро
Gotta find out.
Yes.
I've never seen a library with such security.
You know why that is here?
Tell me.
Not for buying that, for gopnik.
God, nobody's breaking into storybooks.
Everything is as it was in beautiful Khatazeh library. They can't stop the readers of Khatazeh doing what they do best. Reading, what was the name of that book? Tanya Grotta. Tanya Grotta.
But it's almost a dichotomy of seeing how beautiful and nice this library is compared to the streets. And
I love libraries, man.
He met some lovely babushka dog.
And also, they're not eating. I want to see some fucking food. Like, come on, man. What do you feel? Come on. Oh, now they're fucking eating.
The same bloody guy.
From a
Sorry,
7-Eleven.
mate.
Baptiste, you remember me when I beat you with my plastic bag? Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Last time. Forgive me, right?
Спасибо вам большое.
What are they eating?
Хорошо. Oh, there we go.
Food from a convenience store, I guess.
Because we're much older, we can't squat anymore. We can't, our ankles and knees won't allow us to squat.
Oh,
Because we're 5 years older and 5 years more decrepit. So we just got to sit, unlike last time when we were squatting. Had a beer and...
That's a
it
beer?
wouldn't be a Gopnik adventure unless you had a beer and...
A beer in a fucking plastic bottle is crazy, though. What the fuck?
Not just a beer, also Adidas socks.
Respect. And some cigars.
The piece de resistance.
mate, I hope both of those
Fish.
are you.
I got you one.
Fish.
No, I hate fish. That looks
hate
that looks like
fish.
the worst fish.
How the
I've ever
fuck
seen
do
in
you
my life.
even eat that?
Fish, mate.
Oh no.
Oh no, I do not want to eat that, bro. Hell no.
Nice. And now a bit of fish, like a bloody gopnik.
Do they really eat that
I
there?
keep filming until you spit that out.
It tastes like you'd expect a raw fish to taste. That's a bit salty.
Ha!
I don't know if you can
His
hear
face
this, but in the background you can
tells
hear the
me everything I
sirens
need to
going
know
on.
about what the fuck that fish tastes like.
Khatazeh comes under attack. However, the people here are so tough, no one's running for the shelter. Not in Khatazeh, people just carrying on about their day, not bothered, facing the dangers like true Khatazeh citizens. Let's go in here, Johnny, into the market.
I'm sorry, when he says Khatase, it's triggering me a little bit.
That looks like a piece of
All right. 50 grams.
Да, можно? А, хорошо. Здравствуйте. 2 whiskey, 2 beers.
Oh,
God, this is
whiskey
a
and
real
beer.
bar. Здравствуйте. Дайте, пожалуйста... Кто хочет пить здесь? Кто-то с нами?
Нет, никто не хочет.
Нет?
Нет, я хочу.
50
А я хочу именно.
Она хочет. 50 грамм для меня, 50 грамм для мой друг и 50 грамм для
А я
мой
по 50 не
подруга.
пью.
А что? По 100?
Yes.
100 для моей подруги.
Wow, look at that.
Когда?
Man, if you're gonna get me something, get me the better one, man.
So they're gonna beat Russia. They will beat Russia.
А он сейчас хочет жить 150 лет, блядь.
Да без жизни никто не проживет. Ну сейчас.
Синпин, блядь, пусть это, давай будем жить по 150 сейчас. По 150 только водка бывает, а не 150 не проживешь.
Не бывает.
Well, they all like vodka still.
Чмо, блядь. Метр с кепкой, блядь.
Так, ребята, за что мы будем? За Украину? За что? И Хатазе, за Хатазе.
Украина, Харьков, ХДЗ.
Давайте.
Ukraine, Kharkiv,
Hataze.
Samaluchi.
What the fuck is in there?
Baby.
Okay, this is
That's right, suka.
Давайте, давайте.
Damn. Whatever the fuck is in that doesn't look that great.
Пожалуйста, очень приятно.
Oh.
Игорь, как была здесь жизнь в Чечне последние 3 года? Они разбомбили это здесь, Хатазе, или как было здесь?
Говно.
Говно было, да? А работа еще есть?
У
Или это...
меня дома все окна упали.
А, блин, честно. А
Oh,
завод
damn.
еще работает или...
Какой?
Пока еще нет.
Хатазе, нет?
Нет, ХДЗ нет, нет.
Давно не работал.
Ну, как война началась, не работает.
Блин.
Damn.
Не, нехорошо.
I mean, how do you keep it running?
Вы жив.
А,
Самое
видишь?
главное.
А,
Самое главное.
видишь? там попрятались, там, тыры-пыры.
Будущее все будет хорошо.
Да ты шо? Когда?
Это я не знаю.
Ходи, ходи.
Я не знаю. Надеюсь, скоро. Надеюсь,
Нет,
скоро.
ну мне нравится твой позитив. Ты молодец.
Нет. Ну хорошо тогда, мы не будем мешать. Ваш маленький уютный бар. Как называется бар? Или нет?
Chill people.
Семерки.
Да.
Почему?
777.
А, понял.
Закрывает.
Это что, любовь уже что-то?
Шо?
Ты
Нет,
просто столкнулась с ним уже влюбиться.
ты не понял.
Красавчик? Красавчик.
Не, войси именно. Дальше. Просто.
Хорошо, Наталья, хорошо. Мы не мешаем. Игорь, очень приятно. Спасибо за ваше время.
Yeah.
Спасибо.
Interesting people in a war-torn country, huh?
Спасибо вам.
Feel bad.
До свидания, до свидания. Khatazeh, the toughest bar in Khatazeh, but still the friendly, working class people of Khatazeh. All they want to do is have a little shot of vodka.
And you know what? I think she wanted a little shot of me, mate.
Oh.
Got it, guys. I still got it.
You want a little bit of that, huh? You know what's up. You know what's up.
For all these years.
That beer should be illegal, yo, for real, dude.
Look here in Khatazeh.
Imagine that would be something that I find if I'm going to Africa for like a trip or some shit. I would find that at a gas station. You know, beer in a fucking plastic bottle is crazy.
Cheburechna, which is cheburek, and toilette. Basically, the place where they make chebureks and the toilet is in exactly the same place. What filthy animal would eat a cheburek from the toilet? Oh.
What?
What? Oh, Johnny.
What?
How's the cheburek?
It was good. It was right next to the toilets.
All right.
You know that shit's good when it's next to the fucking toilets, bro. Looking for the bathroom.
Discovered a real estate agency here in the heart of dodgy Khatazeh. How much is an apartment in Khatazeh to buy?
$20.
Look at the prices.
Good location.
$24,000.
That's cheap.
$12,500. $10,000, mate.
No windows. I can buy these. Yo, that's insane.
Flipping heck.
I do
Johnny,
not want to live here though.
Are we moving to Khatazeh, becoming real estate entrepreneur?
This is good location. $24,000 right next to the metro.
Yep.
Starlink, 2 rooms.
Yep.
Like, that's a freaking deal, man.
That's impressive, Chad. That's a fucking deal. He's thinking about it. He's like, damn. Let me think about it, man. Let me think about it. You know, the war. I mean, the war is not gonna last forever,
Outro.
right?
It's all peaceful, but can you hear that? The fighting? That's the machine. I don't know what is that.
I think it's our PPO. It's the air defense systems shooting down Shaheeds that are driven towards us.
Oh, can you hear that in the background?
Like they hit you.
Oh, can you hear that?
Pop, pop, pop,
Yeah,
pop.
we're under attack right now. Right as we end our video, and I was about to say how peaceful and nice it is here.
Now that's cool.
Hear that?
You know what's crazy? There's not even an air raid right now. It's so fast.
Oh, listen.
They-
Wow,
fireworks
we're under
keep happening.
attack right now. Right, yep. As we speak, there's
I can hear it in the background. Now that's
stuff
cool.
coming in and people trying to shoot them down. Ukrainian air defenses.
In the background. That shit's crazy.
Wow, that's it. That's it. You forget when you walk around these towns because people have no choice but to go about their daily lives, right? You can't just stop everything. You got to work. You got to take your kids to play in the play park. But to the background noise of bloody drones coming in and air defense working, trying to shoot them down, and then the siren warning people.
But this time they just got up to leave.
Yeah, people starting to go home. I mean, wisely so. Who knows where those Shaheeds are going to come and land? So, yeah, this is reality, unfortunately, of life in Khatazeh. Good people, very friendly, as we've seen today, once again. Beautiful place, actually, but you can see mums like trying to head home now with their babies. Head to a shelter.
Damn, that's just scary. You can hear it outside. Like shit blowing up and gunshots, anti-air guns firing, defense systems going haywire and shit.
Probably leave.
That's insane.
words?
Motherfucker just walk in, no problem. Look at that.
Love you, Ukraine.
W. W.
See you
W
next time,
Ukraine.
guys. Bye-bye.
Hopefully y'all do good, man. Alright, I see what you got for me. That video that you sent me. Alright. This might be the last video, chat. Let's see what it is about. classified book about the pole shift, mass extinction, and the true Adam and Eve story. Okay, that sounds
In
trippy.
1966, a well-known scientist released a book with information that could impact everyone on Earth. But before anyone could read it, it was classified by the CIA. We only learned about it a few years ago when it was declassified.
What?
The CIA only released 57
What fucking book are we talking about?
pages of the original 284-page manuscript. And those pages have been, in the CIA's own words, sanitized. Now, why does the CIA think this book is so dangerous that they had to hide it from the public for 60 years and continue to hide most of it? Well, it's because the man who wrote it
That's not fair.
describes the end of the world.
That is not fair, bro. Why do they get to know but we don't? Man, fuck you.
In 1966, former McDonnell Douglas engineer Dr. Chan Thomas released a book called The Adam and Eve Story.
Okay.
Now, that title might sound like he's being
Cataclysm.
cute, but he's actually being literal. This book is about the end of the world as we know it.
Hey,
What's up?
is this one of those stories where you scare the hell out of us? Then you wrap it up with a happy ending?
Well, you're half right.
Oh no. If I soil my bowl again, you gotta remember to edit that out.
Show
They
me.
didn't know you had an accident. You just told them.
Well,
Thomas presents evidence of a coming shift in the Earth's poles that creates a cataclysm. And Thomas says these pole shifts are cyclical, that on regular intervals, a disaster wipes out almost all human life, and we start over again in the Stone Age. He says we're actually the 6th advanced
Like
civilization
human?
to evolve on Earth. There may have been even more civilizations that have been here, but the further back you go, the harder it is to know for sure, because some of these civilizations
Okay, what are the
occupy
proof?
continents that no longer exist. Now, Thomas
Okay, what are the fucking proof?
isn't the first scientist to publish
Shut the
this
fuck
theory.
up.
In
You're fiction.
1958,
More like a fiction writer. There's no way that shit's
almost 10
true.
years before the Adam and Eve story, Charles Hapgood
How do you prove that? There should be like proof, right?
published The Earth's Shifting Crust, which discussed the Earth crustal displacement hypothesis. This theory says that sometimes the Earth spins really fast and the continents are rearranged. When Hapgood proposed the idea of continental drift, it was called pseudoscience. But Hapgood had his
Makes
supporters.
sense.
In fact,
It's not
Albert
real
Einstein
shit.
wrote the forewords for 2 of his books. Now, of
Oh,
course,
chat, my bad. Hold on a second. Hello? You here? Oh, sorry, chat. I'll be right back. I apologize. Give me just 1 minute. I gotta get some weed, chat. I'm sorry. I'll be right back, okay? Very soon. Fucking hell, chat. I'm back. My bad. How y'all doing? Fuck, dude. Went out, got myself some weed. But let's keep going, boys. Sorry, my bad. Let's keep going, chat. I feel bad. My bad. Didn't mean to leave y'all like this. Alright, let's keep going, chat.
We know that Hapgood was right. The continents do move. They drift apart and collide together over and over again, and have done so for almost 4 billion years. Pangea was the supercontinent that broke apart to form the land masses that exist today. But before Pangea, there was a supercontinent Gondwana, which existed for 400 million years. Before Gondwana, there was Pinotia. Before that, Rodinia, Columbia, Atlantica, Arctica, Kennerland, Ur, and Valbara. These were all supercontinents that eventually broke apart and reformed. After working with Einstein and a few other scientists, Charles Hapgood
Gotta secure the package. That's right. That's right. Yo, I'm gonna show y'all what I got later. I'll show y'all what I got in a little
released
bit.
the book The Path of the Pole as an update to his previous theories. In this book, Hapgood suggested that the Earth's poles are constantly moving. Again, this piece of pseudoscience was eventually proven true. Hapgood believed that a pole shift between 15 and 40 degrees occurred around 9600 BC, or 11,600 years ago. Younger Dryas. Now, the Piri-Reis map is something that has baffled scientists for hundreds of years. On the Piri-Reis map is the continent of Antarctica. But Antarctica wasn't discovered until 1820. And Piri-Reis claimed the information on his map came from much older maps. If Charles Hapgood was right, and the Earth's axis was shifted 15 degrees from where it is now, Antarctica wouldn't be completely covered in ice. Hapgood believed an Ice Age civilization, long forgotten, mapped the coast thousands of years ago. Though many of Hapgood's theories have proven to be true, the Ice Age pole shift is still controversial. We do know the poles shift over time. We also know the continents drift over a very long period of time. But Dr. Chan Thomas, in his book The Adam and Eve Story, says the shift happens in less than a day. Chan Thomas describes in detail what this will be like. And it's worse than any Hollywood disaster movie ever conceived. Far worse.
But that is so fucking stupid, though. We're still talking about books that are written by pseudoscientists that appear to know absolutely almost nothing. And they're talking about a book that's declassified partly by the CIA. How is that supposed to connect?
Chan Thomas begins his book with a chapter that describes exactly what we'll experience during this pole shift event. But before we get into it, now might be a good time to hit pause and grab fresh underwear.
I've learned to listen to him when he says that.
With a rumble so low as to be inaudible, then fueling into a thundering roar, the earthquake starts. Only it's not like any earthquake in history. In California, mountains shake like ferns in a breeze. A mighty Pacific rears back and piles up into a mountain of seawater more than 2 miles high, then starts its race eastward. The wind attacks, shredding everything in supersonic bombardment. The mountain of Pacific seawater follows the wind eastward, burying Los Angeles and San Francisco as if they were but grains of sand. Across the continent, the 1,000-mile-per-hour wind wreaks unholy vengeance everywhere, mercilessly.
Now here's why there's such violent wind. The Earth spins about 1,000 miles per hour. We don't feel this because everything is spinning together. The land, the water, the atmosphere. Now Thomas says that when the pole shift happens, the Earth's air and water continue to spin, but the land masses stop.
In many places...
Yeah, but that doesn't make sense. Polarity have shifted multiple times throughout the millions and millions of years that Earth has already done it. This is proven to be fake, chat. This part, at least, is proven to be fake. But I'm still interested in seeing what he has to say, right? Like, polarity doesn't shift just in a day. And yeah, sure, it's right. Like, if polarity does shift within a day, then shit like that can happen, but it doesn't. It never does, right? That's why I call pseudoscience.
Molten sublayer
right?
breaks
It's
through
theories.
and spreads a sea of white, hot liquid fire. In a fraction of a day, all vestiges of civilization are gone, and the great cities, Los Angeles, San Francisco, Chicago, Dallas, New York, Boston, are nothing but legends. Barely a stone is left where millions walked just a few hours ago.
Now think of what would happen if you were in a car going 1,000 miles per hour that suddenly stopped. Now think of what would happen if a large
Okay, polarity shift does not stop the Earth from spinning altogether. That is not science. That doesn't work, okay?
city going 1,000 miles per hour suddenly
Now, obviously, yes, if you're traveling at 1,000 miles per hour and you stop immediately based on Newton's law of physics, yeah, you get flung the fuck out. But that's not what's happening here. It's a polarity shift. It's not the Earth stopping spin altogether.
stopped.
It's two different things.
Skyscrapers would collapse. Millions of people would be thrown around like they were in a food processor.
But it doesn't make
Very
sense.
few people would survive that. But survivors are the unlucky ones, because moving across the country at the speed of sound is a 2-mile-high wall of water, mud, and debris.
South America finds the Andes not high enough to stop the violence. In less than a day, the entire continent is burned by molten earth fire, buried under miles of violent seas, then turned into a frozen hell. Everything freezes: man, beast, plant, and mud in less than 4 hours.
When the shift happens, the land on Earth stops moving, so the sun stops moving in the sky. That means one side of the Earth is going to get really hot, and the other side really cold. A temperature drop of 180 degrees. That means even the warmest parts of the planet are going to be 80 degrees below zero. Everything is frozen solid within 4 hours.
Europe cannot escape. The Alps, Pyrenees, Urals are shrunken, then heaved even higher when the wall of seawater strikes. Western Africa and the sands of the Sahara vanish. The fury marches on for 6 days. During the 6th day, the ocean starts to settle. The Bay of Bengal Basin just east of India is now at the North Pole. The Pacific Ocean, just west of Peru, is at the South Pole. New ice caps begin to form in the new polar areas. Greenland and Antarctica, now rotating equatorially, emerge with verdant tropical foliage.
Thomas is predicting a 90-degree shift of the Earth's axis, basically turning the planet on its side. The poles move to the equator, and the equator moves to the poles.
New York lies at the bottom of the Atlantic, covered by unbelievable amounts of mud. Of San Francisco, Los Angeles, Chicago, Dallas, and Boston, not a trace is left. The cataclysm has done its work and drives the pitiful few who survive into a new Stone Age. We join Noah, Adam and Eve, Atlantis, Mu and Olympus, and Jesus joins Osiris, Tahora, Zeus, and Vishnu.
In the first chapter of his book, Dr. Thomas paints a terrifying future. But how likely is it? In the next few chapters, Thomas goes on to not only prove his pole shift is possible, that it's happened before and will happen again very soon.
Okay,
in fact,
show me.
There are signs that it may have already begun.
So you see how unrealistic that is? It's already begun when he described that the polarity change will happen within a day, which means that doesn't make sense. It means that whatever he's saying will not happen. Call yourself a scientist.
Every culture has a flood myth. Abrahamic religions have no...
That's true. That's crazy. Fucking dude swimming while fucking Noah is hauling animals is insane.
Flood. The Mayans have the wukong flood, where the word hurricane comes from. Ancient Hawaiians have the Nu'u flood. The Sumerians wrote about a flood in Gilgamesh. Europe, Asia, Pacific Islanders, and native tribes from all over America. They all talk about a great flood that cleansed the earth so civilization could start again. Now, one myth is just folklore. 2 myths are a coincidence. 40 flood myths? This starts to look less like a myth and more like actual history. Now, on this channel, we typically associate great floods with the end of the last ice age, the Younger Dryas. And core samples provide solid evidence that this happened. But what's interesting is, Thomas said the last great flood wasn't 11,500 years ago, but 6,500 years ago. Now, in the 1960s, there was very little, if any, proof of this. But a few years ago, archaeologists found evidence of the Gunyu flood myth in China. Evidence of a great flood has been found in the Mediterranean and in the Black Sea. These discoveries put the flood between 6,500 and 7,000 years ago, more recent than the Younger Dryas, and right when Thomas says it happened.
That's interesting.
Then Thomas provides the dates of other floods. The Younger Dryas...
That is so true, though. Every single myth, every single culture with a mythological system has always had some type of flooding myths. Every single one of them.
1,500 years ago. Before that, a flood 18,500 years ago. And this is exactly the time when the Bering Land Bridge went underwater. Before that, 29,000 years ago, which was the end of the Wisconsin glacial period. And before that, 43,800 years ago. But global floods aren't controversial. We know they happened. What is controversial is the claim that advanced civilizations existed before each of the floods.
I agree.
Mainstream archaeology and paleontology say the first civilization emerged in Mesopotamia 6,500 years ago. But what if that was just the last reboot?
Ooh, like the Batman movies?
Exactly.
The Dark Knight Rises is the best one.
Can we discuss Batman later? I'm trying to talk about the end of the world here.
Ooh, that's why I keep interrupting.
Coward. When we look at the erosion around the base of the Great Sphinx, we see patterns that were formed by running water. Vast amounts of water moving at tremendous speeds.
Okay.
But if this is water erosion, that means the Sphinx was created before the last flood 6,500 years ago, which is before the emergence of the Egyptian civilization. Archaeologists
Then
hate
the
that
Sphinx?
idea. And they really hate the idea that the Sphinx was built over 10,000 years ago. But there's other evidence of a cataclysmic pole shift.
Is it really?
Specifically of a great mud flood and a sunken continent.
Do you mean?
I mean Atlantis.
It's Jemima!
Okay. Does sound interesting
Jan
now.
Thomas makes some pretty extreme claims in the Adam and Eve story. Extraordinary claims need extraordinary evidence.
Right,
In his
show
dialogues,
me.
Plato famously introduced the world to Atlantis, the advanced utopian society that was destroyed in a cataclysm. Now, until definitive proof of Atlantis is found, it will continue
The
to be
Eye
considered
of
a
Sahara,
mythical land.
right?
But
We all know
won't
that.
and shouldn't stop people from looking for it. There is a geological feature in northwest Africa called the Reshat structure, also called the Eye of the Sahara.
There you go, the Eye of Sahara. Everybody fucking knows this, right? Because the philosopher said that Atlantis is made by rings, right? Made up of rings with water interconnected between the rings, right? And the Eye of Sahara shows watermarks everywhere and ring structures that could lead people to believe that this was the ancient site for Atlantis. And if that's the case, that means that, you know, the fucking Sahara Desert used to be filled with fucking water.
It's about the right size and shape for Atlantis. Plato described the city as concentric rings with a waterway flowing out. But even among Atlantis believers, there's debate about whether this is a man-made structure or a natural one. But what I find fascinating is near the Eye of the Sahara and all over the planet, you'll see large ripples in the landscape. Now, on the ground, these look like rolling hills, but they're actually about 50 feet high, the size of a 5-story building. And they were
They look like water waves, right? Like the bottom of the seabeds.
caused by water. A lot of water.
This is one of the craziest things you'll ever see.
These ripples, repeated ripples, in an area where there's nothing else like it.
This is the fingerprints of the flood. That's what it is.
Wow. The water here, Joe, that did this, the way to visualize this is to, again, begin to think of tsunami. Here, what you have to visualize is a tsunami sweeping over the land that's over 1,000 feet deep. And it's sweeping down over this land at probably 200 or 300 million cubic feet per second, which is an inconceivable amount of water.
But Atlantis isn't the only place lost to this disaster. On the other side of the world, we have another lost continent. This is called the Land of Mu. Mu is described by Augustus Le Plongeon and later by James Churchward, both of whom translated very old texts from the Maya and India. Both of these cultures, on opposite sides of the world, describe a vast continent in the Pacific that reached Hawaii in the north and as far south as Easter Island.
Ooh, he's smoking a little Zaza right here. Let's go, dude. You gotta load the fuck up, boy. Let's do it. Let's do it. We get into the good stuff too, chat. We get into the good fucking stuff, man. Let's get it. Let's get it. Man, what do we got here, man? What do we got here? Let him cook.
And as far west that it almost reached the islands of Japan. James Bramwell and William Scott Elliott, both proponents of this theory, claim the continent was destroyed in a cataclysm 11,500 years ago. There's that date again. The Yonaguni Monument off the coast of Japan is said to be the underwater ruins of Mu. Nam Madal in Micronesia is considered
Wait, what?
to be the... There's that date again. The Yonaguni Monument off the coast of Japan is said to be the underwater ruins of Mu.
Damn, that's crazy.
Nam Madal in Micronesia is considered to be the southern part of Mu. The site is full of structures made of enormous logs of volcanic rock. Nobody knows who built this or how, but their society was advanced. Just recently, LiDAR imaging from the air
is
shows
so
that
cool.
at one time,
Yeah,
Nam Madal
that has to be man-made structure or anything That is very intelligent.
All had an artificial irrigation
That's
system
insane.
that could bring fresh water to residents all over the area. The eastern part of Mu is Easter Island, and there could be evidence of a cataclysm there. On Easter Island are the Moai
Let's do it,
statues,
chat.
and you've seen
Smoke the fuck up. Let's get it. All right, let's keep going.
these. It's lots
The Easter Islands.
of heads, about 1,000 actually. And most people don't realize that these statues have bodies buried deep underground. So there are two options. One, whoever built the statues first dug holes, then buried 30-foot tall, 80-ton statues
That is insane. People started digging shit up, yeah.
up to their necks, then filled in the holes. Or two, the statues were completely above ground,
Nobody knows how these were fucking made and how these were placed in the first place, dude.
but at some point were buried by something. And look at Easter Island. It's a tiny island in the middle of nowhere. At one point, 12,000 people lived there. Where did they come from? Mainstream anthropology says that people from Polynesia took a canoe out thousands of miles in the middle
No
of the Pacific
way.
and
No
hoped for the best.
fucking
But if
way.
the continent of Mu
And they landed there? There's no fucking way, dude. Bumfuck nowhere, bro. I'm with this dude. I believe they're probably above
Real.
ground. Okay, yeah. I think the only reason or only way people would be able to reach a fucking small island like that in ancient times is literally
They could've just
fucking luck.
walked there.
Or like be able to walk there.
This could also explain why Polynesian languages share similarities to Greek, and maybe why on Easter Island they worshipped a sun god called Ra, which is awfully close to the Egyptian sun god Ra. And the connections don't stop there. There are similarities between Greek, Egyptian, and even Indian gods, as if all these cultures intermingled or came from a single source. Chan Thomas lays out some good evidence for the cyclical cataclysm theory.
That's
But
crazy.
the big questions are how and when will it happen? Well, you're not going to like the answer. Dr.
When?
Chan Thomas lays out a compelling argument for a coming global cataclysm. But when? Well, to answer that, we have to understand how it happens. In the story of Adam and Eve, Thomas includes a diagram showing the cross-section of the Earth and a description of the process.
Okay.
The process of a cataclysm is known now. Look at the cross-section of the Earth inside the front cover. You'll see two molten layers, the orange ones. The important one is the thin molten layer starting 60 miles down, extending 60 miles deeper to 120 miles below the surface of the Earth.
Okay.
The thick, deep molten layer starting 1,800 miles down at the bottom of the mantle and extending 1,300 miles deeper is the outer core. Seismology has proven these two orange layers to be molten, and they're white hot, over 2,500 degrees Fahrenheit.
Right.
Dr. Thomas
Naturally,
was able to
everybody
predict
knows that.
seismic activity all over the world.
Inside the Earth, the electrical and magnetic structure of the interior makes the layers act as if they were near solid. As long as the magnetic and electrical structure of the Earth maintains its orderliness, it keeps rotating on axis in a normal manner. Every few thousand years, the magnetic and electrical orderliness in the shallow molten layer is disorganized, to the extent that the shallow molten layer is allowed to act as a free liquid, which then serves as a lubricant for the ice caps to pull the shell around the Earth's interior so as to have the ice caps shift about 90 degrees into the torrid zone.
When this event occurs, the
No
layer beneath
way.
the Earth's crust turns from solid to liquid. Then the land masses can slide around freely, and the weight of the ice caps then yanks the Earth off axis.
In 1/4 to 1/2 a day, the geographic poles move to the torrid zone and all hell lets loose.
Well, that's an understatement.
The atmosphere and the Earth's oceans don't shift with the shell. They just keep on rotating west to east, and at the equator, that speed is about 1,037 miles per hour. So while the shell shifts with the poles going to the equator, the winds and oceans continue eastward, blowing and flooding across the Earth at supersonic speeds,
That's fucking
inundating continents
crazy.
with water miles deep, destroying everything with which man has ever dealt, including himself. That's a summary of the process.
Oh, when is all
God
this supposed to
fucking
happen?
damn.
I need time to get a steel reinforced bow.
Well, Chan Thomas updated his prediction in 1993 and said the shift would happen in 7 years, around the year 2000. He mentioned that Nostradamus and Edgar Cayce made the same prediction.
Yeah, but that's over 20 years ago, which means we're due.
We're due. There's a lot more.
Okay, you can say that we're due, but you can also say that this is never gonna happen.
To the Adam and Eve story, but those are the bullet points. And if you want to read the entire...
And if that ever happened to Earth, then we wouldn't be able to trace back history that's like fucking millions of years ago, right? Because if that should actually happen that early, right? Shouldn't we find more evidence of advanced civilization than we do now compared to like dinosaur bones being found, you know, like so close, right? There's literally no evidence of anything remotely advanced. That's the problem. You can argue, but like, man, spinning like Earth crust, like the layer below the mantle becomes liquid and everything shifts like a fucking fidget spinner. That's hard to believe, man. And I don't think Earth has ever experienced that in the 400 million years of history that we can conclude. Like, that just doesn't sound right? Because, like, they're talking about thousands of years ago, and that is not a long time ago, chat. Right? It's not. Right? I feel like there is some shit that's going on Earth that we just really haven't figured out yet. Like, we really got to try to figure that shit out, I feel like. But, like, the history doesn't match is what I'm trying to say, right? I agree that part of the video might be true. Like, oh, the landmass of Mu might have been sunk underneath and destroyed by some type of tsunami. But like, if you're talking about like fucking, I mean, I don't know, man. Like, for real, like a wave is going to destroy every single thing that has ever existed, you know? Right? That sounds kind of crazy. But I mean, he's right. Flood does happen in the myths, and it might happen again.
Our book, there are links below. So, should we panic? Well, let's address a few items in the book and see how they compare with known science. But first, let's clear up a few things. I told the story based on what's in the book and in the articles and videos.
Now, we also know that land masses does move, because like fucking, yeah, you're right. Like, land mass does change shape over time eventually. But like, that's the way he described it is not the way it worked, right? Like, it doesn't fucking change in a fucking day. Like, that's not how that fucking works, right? You're concluding like millions of years of landmass shifting, the tectonic plates shifting and colliding with each other, happening in one day, and like every single species get destroyed within that single day. Like, that's fucking bullshit. And these books sounds bullshit.
Floating around the web. The videos aren't completely accurate. First, you'll hear that Chan Thomas is a made-up name. Because the subject matter was so explosive, he wrote the book under a pseudonym. Well, this isn't true. Dr. Chan Thomas was a real person. Chan is a nickname. His full name was Dr. Chauncey Powers Thomas. He was born in Missouri in 1920 and passed away in 1998. He was married and had children and grandchildren.
Okay.
He was an electrical engineer and he did work for McDonnell Douglas. He even appeared as a UFO expert in a documentary in the 90s. And he was on Johnny Carson on April 7th, 1965, with Ava Gabor.
Well, at no point in this story did I think we'd end up with Johnny Carson and Ava Gabor.
Dr. Thomas wrote a few books, some about the coming cataclysm. He wrote about ESP, UFOs. He wrote one book on how to teach yourself natural childbirth.
Wait, what?
Damn, okay, do I want to trust this guy, bro? Like, natural childbirth.
What does he know about childbirth? Now, I'm not a biologist, but I don't think men can...
Don't go there. Another thing you'll hear is that the book was originally 284 pages, but the CIA only released 57 of those pages.
Not true?
Nah, the original book was 57 pages. If you look at the table of contents, the conclusion begins on page 45. And some people will say the CIA is withholding documents because pages are missing, like page 8, page 18, page 20, and a few others. Well, they're missing because they're the opposite sides of title pages. In the original book, they're blank. And I could show you this. Someone has a copy. So the CIA document is the whole thing.
Oh, then why classify it?
Well, that's a bit of a mystery. What was classified was the book, an inter-office memo with a shopping list for some tools and car parts, and a folded-up article snipped from People magazine.
Well, that's pretty random.
Yeah, if I had to guess, this document was in the possession of a caseworker and it was classified just as a matter of course. In 1966, the year it was classified, Dr. Thomas was working at McDonnell Douglas on UFO and anti-gravity technology. He also worked as a project engineer at Bell Labs on a missile guidance system.
Okay.
Chan Thomas was known to be highly intelligent, but very eccentric. The classified documents were probably part of a background report, or maybe someone just...
I feel like based on the things that he writes, like the books that he has written so far, he is an eccentric man. This is fucking natural childbirth. What the fuck are you talking about?
keeping an eye on him. You'll hear that
Chill
the book
out.
was banned, but it wasn't. Just this one document was classified. There were copies in circulation. He also published follow-ups in 1971 and 1993, and neither was classified. As for the content of the book itself, Thomas doesn't provide any solid evidence. He makes a lot of deductions from old texts, some of which are pretty big leaps, and it seems like he's borrowing ideas from other catastrophists like Hapgood, Immanuel Velikovsky, and a few others. But he's cherry-picking his favorite parts without giving specifics. For example, his theory about the ice caps knocking the Earth off axis, well, that comes from Hapgood's first book. But after working with scientists, including Albert Einstein, Hapgood issued a follow-up book that explains how he got that wrong. But Dr. Thomas, he sticks with the story. And the
Yeah,
liquid
you see, that's the thing, right? Like, the guy seems to be literally picking what he likes and what he doesn't like and created a story that can potentially create chaos. within
crust
it.
bit he talks about,
Right.
he says
Kinda
the Earth's
dumb.
magnetism and electricity become disrupted. He offers no evidence or even an explanation of how it happens, just that it does. Now, there are ice core samples from the eastern part of Antarctica that show it's been covered in ice for at least 1.5 million years. Now, granted, the western side of the continent is a little trickier because it may not have always been covered in ice. But either way, we know for certain it's been down there for a long time. When Chan Thomas released an expanded version of the book in 1993, he didn't make any corrections or provide any new evidence, but he did have chapters on ESP, on UFOs, and on angels.
The fuck?
It doesn't read as scientific at all. In fact, it's a hot mess.
It's a
He jumps all
science. At the end of the day, it's a science fiction book, and that is what it is. There might have been some code to it about some random shit in it that, you know, I don't know. That's the reason why CIA. The reason why CIA classified it probably has nothing to do with the book itself, if I'm being fucking honest.
without a cohesive narrative. It feels like he gathered a bunch of ideas he had over the years and then threw them into one final book. So, two questions. Was Dr. Chan Thomas a serious researcher? No. But is there evidence
He's
to
tripping.
support some of his claims?
He been on Fenny.
There is.
He been on that heroin. He been on that
Now, I
Google
don't
shit.
believe Dr. Chauncey Powers Thomas was a serious researcher. Whether he really had ESP or not, I'd rather not get into it. But some of the claims he makes in his book have been proven possible. We know that global floods have happened. The
Okay.
evidence is
No, we know
everywhere.
that. That
But
can
these
happen.
floods, specifically from the Younger Dryas, were not from the oceans. They were from the rapid melting of glaciers. Still, they were destructive. They really did create tsunamis 1,000 feet high, and they really raised the sea level hundreds of feet. He says the temperature drops so much and so quickly that everything is instantly frozen solid. He talks about woolly mammoths being frozen with buttercups in their mouths. Now, this is true. Mammoths have been discovered that were frozen in the middle of eating. Now, it takes a long time to freeze a steak, but to flash freeze a mammoth? Those conditions would have to be extreme. According to Thomas, seismic activity is one of the reasons the Earth's axis shifts. This is also true. NASA
Okay.
found that the big Indonesian earthquake in 2004 shifted the North Pole about 25 centimeters east, and the Earth's rotation sped up, which decreased the length of a day by 2.7 microseconds. In 2010,
Damn,
an earthquake in
okay.
Chile did the same thing. The Earth's axis shifted and the day was shortened again. In Japan the following year, it happened again.
Is this a concern?
Not really, no. Earthquakes speed up the Earth a little bit, but the moon slows it down. Things stay pretty well balanced. The shifts aren't anything to worry about. Now, the shifting
So at the end of the day, it doesn't fucking matter.
magnetic poles, that is a concern. We know the Earth's poles flip-flop. North becomes south and vice versa. And geologically speaking, it happens a lot. It's happened hundreds of times. On average, the time between shifts is about 300,000 years. But we haven't shifted in almost 800,000 years, so we're way overdue.
Now, how do we know it's
Okay.
flipped?
Well,
That
because
one's
when
fair.
lava cools, it creates a record of the orientation of past magnetic fields, like a tape recorder records sound.
Ooh, that's pretty cool, actually.
The poles are always moving. In the early 1990s, the North Pole was drifting about 9 miles per year, but that's been steadily increasing. In fact, GPS is updated periodically to account for this, but GPS was being updated every 5 years, then every year, and now every 6 months. The pole is now drifting at almost 40 miles per year, and the Earth's magnetic field is weakening quickly. These are signs that a shift could be coming. So what then? Is that the end of the world? Well, life will go on. Animals that navigate using geomagnetism will be
Okay, but the thing is, just because the pole is shifting doesn't mean that a cataclysmic or something catastrophic is going to happen, though, right? Because that doesn't directly correspond to whatever Thomas Chen or Chen Thomas has said in his book. And he didn't prove a lot of the shit that he was
but
saying.
in a generation or two, they'll figure it out. Animals that
End of
don't
the
use
day.
magnetism probably won't notice a difference. The geologic record shows no major die-offs during pole shifts.
Right.
And our species has lived through a few shifts the past 3 million years, and we're still here.
Ugh.
But
Oh no.
our ancestors didn't have satellites or GPS or planes. A lot of our technology is going to go haywire, but code can be rewritten and software can be patched. The real danger is in between the shifts. As we approach a pole shift, the Earth's magnetic field gets tangled up and extremely weakened. This leaves us vulnerable to solar activity. Solar winds, storms, coronal mass ejections. These are bad. Without our magnetic field to protect us, satellites will get fried if they're not hardened. Rates of cancer will increase dramatically. And if you think climate change is a problem now,
Climate change is not a problem now.
yeah, it is.
Don't be a sheep.
Either way, the climate will be very unpredictable. But the biggest danger is our power grids. High enough solar activity could knock out all electricity on Earth for days or weeks.
That's what I
maybe
heard
months
too.
in some
I
places.
heard about this.
To say there will be civil unrest is a huge understatement. When Dr. Chan Thomas released his book, The Adam and Eve Story, it was dismissed as pseudoscience. But in the 50 or so years since it was published, a lot of his claims can be proven. It would seem that, in some cases, the difference between pseudoscience and real science is just time. And if just a fraction of Dr. Thomas's predictions come true, our time is running out. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today.
Trying to get
My
me
name is
tripping
AJ,
out
that's
here, bro.
Hecklefish. This has been the Y-Files.
God damn, trying to get me out here fucked up. All right, I get it. We might be dead in a couple years. You know, it is what it is. But do what you might. Do what you can. Live your life, chat. That's what's up. I'm getting kind of tired, chat. I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm just fucking dazing off for some reason, man. I'm dying over here. Y'all appreciate y'all being here with me today. We've been watching some fun videos, dude. Learning about Adam and Eve. Even though we didn't really talk about Adam and Eve.
If you had fun or learned anything, do us a favor, subscribe, share, like, comment.
Do you guys believe in it? When did this video come out? Oh, 2 years ago. Okay. Well, it's interesting though. But I appreciate y'all being here, chat. I really do. I'm so tired. I don't know why. But yo, hope y'all have a good night. Love y'all. I'm gonna see y'all next week, chat. Wait, what's next week? I forgot. Well, what's next week, chat? I don't know what next week is. Assassin's Creed. Fuck out of here. Next week, next Friday, chat. Right? And then I'm gonna be in Hong Kong. I'll be in Japan. It'll be fun. I'll figure out a way to stream, hopefully. But hope you have a good night, chat. Peace. W stream and stay safe out there as always. All right. Have a good night, guys.